Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Zenaton, and welcome to today's video for Legends of Runeterra. Today, I got a pretty sweet control deck for you. A very spell-heavy control deck, too. Very few actual units are being played in this list. We're gonna be looking at a nice Shadow Isles PNZ deck. Shadow Isles is just great for controls, so of course we're gonna play some Shadow Isles deck. This is the type of deck that you play. You're like, okay, I'm gonna draw a card for my turn, and then say go. A classic draw go style control. Of course, we have some stuff we'd like to play though, but very priority heavy, priority important deck where we need to realize like when do we just pass priority here? Do we care if our opponent just passes as well and a new turn starts? What if they pass and after I pass and they open attack? But this is the kind of deck a lot of people, myself included, love. It's, as I said, PNZ Shadow Isles control. It is a Senna Caitlyn list with no go hard, which might surprise a few people, but no go hard in this list. We're going to be using Caitlyn to try to mitigate not playing go hard because Caitlyn kind of pings. Sure, Caitlyn is not a good substitute for go hard, but by not playing go hard, the average card quality of the cards we draw during the games goes up a little bit more. So let's go and look at the deck now. Why not? Okay, welcome to the deck. So, as you can see, pretty standard control list here, I'd say. If you think about PNZ and Shadow Isles control, you got your Vengeances, you got some AoE, and a little bit of value units, and your Ladroses, and some Karinas too for even more late game. Very heavy control list deck. Kind of like the very old Karina control list. Big fan of this deck. Now, as I was saying though, no go hard. You might say, why not go hard? Isn't Ahri Cannon good? Yes. My problem I feel with go hard in Shadow Isles PNZ control is Shadow Isles PNZ control, while it does have some card draw in its regions, there's nothing too amazing. Like, sure, there's Glimpse, but you need like stuff to die for Glimpse, and sure we do have stuff to die for Glimpse, but we don't have anything like anything we really want to Glimpse. There's Progress Day, but that's expensive, and there's Rummage, but we don't really have any discard fodder for Rummage. There's Time Trick, but it's not really giving us card advantage. It gives us cycling and card selection, similar to Static Shock, which is just cycling too, and it's expensive too. We still play those, but only as one-ofs. But yeah, we're just playing a very heavy permission kind of game. Lots of AoE. 3 Whales, 3 Withering Mist, 3 Boxes, and 2 Ruinations. That's what? 11 AoE cards? We could even include like Karina and Static Shock if you want to include more, but I'm not. But yeah, that's a lot of AoE. We're targeting very specific decks here. So Ahri Cannon, Scouts a little bit, just go wide decks in general, so Bandle City mid-range, Yordle and Arm decks. Kind of weak against other Shadow Isle control decks because we're playing all of this AoE. Some of the AoE can definitely be cut though, I'd say, if you want to, if you don't want to go that much into the AoE. The second Ruination can be cut, and then the 3 Boxes, 3 Withering Mist, and 3 Whales, you could definitely cut it down to maybe, I'd say like, you could cut maybe 3 of something and go down to 6 AoE, 6 mid-game AoE spells instead, but I like just really targeting one archetype, a very specific archetype in the form of just go wide stuff with this. So it feels nice. If I were to cut some AoE, probably at least I'd start with a 1 of Withering Mist, because while open attacking is very popular in the current meta, it's still a lot of health. And it does play nicely around Ranger's Resolve too, so it's a very nice card. The rest of the deck, though, is pretty standard. Just some PNZ removal and some Shadow Isles removal and some value and your champs. And that's it. And our win con is Ladros. That's just how we're going to win. It's just play Ladros, win the game. But yeah, I should go through the deck and explain more about certain card choices and why we're not playing some card choices like Atrocity. And we're not playing Atrocity because it kind of sucks in a lot of matches. Like, it's just a dead card in certain matchups. And Pharaoh's Financier does offer Atrocity sometimes, so we can pick it up that way. So yeah, that's why I don't like playing Atrocity in Shadow Isles PNZ control decks. Pharaoh's Financier as well is just such a great card for Shadow Isles, so we play all three of them, of course. 3 Mystic Shots were control decks, so of course we'll play 3 Mystic Shots. Only 1 Time Trick. This is a card you could definitely go up in. I'm not the biggest fan of playing Time Trick, though, if I'm not playing Fallen Feline, so you could consider cutting some of the mid-game AoE to put 3 Fallen Felines and 2 more Time Tricks. I'm just not the biggest fan of that. 3 Vile Feast, though. Pretty good card. One of Shadow Isles' best cards for control, so we play all 3 of them. Just great at poking, popping spell shields, and really good against aggro because of the drain and the spiraling, so we play all 3 of them, of course. 3 Caitlyns. As for our champions, you could definitely mess around with a champion count. You could definitely consider removing 1 Caitlyn for, say, like an Ezreal or something, but I'm not too big of a fan of that because Caitlyn's champ spell is pretty good. Peacemaker, Piltover Peacemaker is an okay champ spell, like 3 mana, deal 2, plant 2 flash bombs. It's good enough to see play in decks, granted they're Tri-Beam decks, but it's good enough to see play in decks, so it's a pretty solid champ spell. So we run all 3 Caitlyns to see the champ spell more often. 2 Aftershock, 2 Gotcha. I don't like 3 Aftershocks. I've been doing this a lot recently where it's like I play a 2-2 split of similar removals, like 2 Vengeance, 2 Minimorph, 2 Withering Wail, 2 Box, etc., etc. I like a 2 Aftershock, 2 Gotcha split right now. Aftershock is just really good because it seems like Turbo Thralls has been getting a little bit more popular recently, and while it's still not that popular, I've seen a few more Bandletree players on the ladder, so it's nice to just have some kind of game plan against those kind of landmark-centric decks. Don't like 3, though. I feel like 3 is a little too clunky. Sure, it can go face and all, but it is a little clunky. Gotcha is also pretty nice. Sometimes just a 2-mana Gotcha is so nuts. 4-mana Gotcha just feels fine. I wouldn't consider Sump Fumes or Get Excited. We don't really have a good way to activate Sump Fumes, and we don't really have good discard fodder for Get Excited. 1 of Static Shock, mostly just here to cycle instead of a second Time Trick, and it's pretty good against certain decks that don't have things like Ranger's Resolve, so we're only playing 1 of them. 3 boxes. Like I was saying, 3 boxes, 3 Withering Mist, 3 Withering Wail. Just our AoE mid-game suite. These card choices right here are the result of why we have to pass a lot of the time. Box is a pretty skill-testing card, I'd say. Like, I feel like a lot of people, myself included a lot of the time, get a little too greedy with the box and are like, oh, I could take this 2 for 1 or even this 3 for 1, but what if I can get more? And then the opponent passes and you're out of luck and you're sad. Withering Mist and Withering Wail, just more life gain. You could definitely, if you don't think there's too much go wide stuff, you can definitely remove maybe a Withering Mist for, say, a Piercing Darkness or something, but Pharaoh's Financier can also give Piercing Darkness, which is why I like Withering Mist over Piercing Darkness in the deck. I don't really like Piercing Darkness main deck in all honesty. But yeah, like this is right here, this AoE, this is where you can definitely make some cuts and add some other cards you want. For example, maybe you want Catalog. Maybe Catalog is a card you want, Catalog of Regrets. I don't like Catalog in this list because we're not playing Go Hard. If we were playing Go Hard, I would definitely play like 2 Catalogs or something. But like I said, we're not playing Catalog, or we're not playing Go Hard, so I don't like Catalog. 3 Senna. I think 3 Senna is so good for this deck. I would not go down to 3 Senna. We have a lot of slow spells, and I say a lot, it's really just Aftershock and Withering Mist and Ruination, but it's still a decent amount of slow spells. Plus, Senna creates Darkness. Her champ spell is pretty sweet too, because the only way you're going to get her champ spell is if you have a Senna on the field. So it's like more Vengeances anyway. So I would not go down to 2 Sennas. I would always play 3 Sennas in this list. Speaking of Vengeance, 3 Vengeances. This card is one of the reasons why Shadow Isles control is so good, so we play all 3 of them, of course. Our last AoE, 2 Ruinations. You could cut 1, go down to only 1 Ruination, play something else. More units, maybe, if you wanted, but I like 2 at the moment. And then our 2 9-drops, 3 Commander Ladroses, 2 Karinas. Gotta be careful with Karina, I'd say. You don't want to have the bad luck roll and you just toss away some Ladroses, but it's you still just play Karina for as a 2 of. And 3 Ladroses because the guy is our pretty much our only win con outside of just beating our opponent and attacking a million times with Senna. The reason why we're not playing that many units is there aren't that many units that are just good value units. Like, the Sentinel package is fine, but they're not bringing value, and that's what this deck is about. We want value. We want things that just either draw cards or manifest cards, like the Pharaoh's Financier. And Shadow Isles and PNZ doesn't really have that many, in all honesty. At least there are some, like this guy, Veteran Investigator, but he draws your opponent a card. You're not getting card advantage with this guy. And yeah, that's kind of it. There's just not really too much. Like, you can create more copies, but that's not giving you card advantage. Some Dredger and Zonite Urchin are good, but we don't really have discard fodder. Archivist is definitely a card you can consider, I'd say. Like, I really do like Archivist in this deck. So you could definitely cut some of the AoE for the Archivist, but I like Archivist if I'm also playing Go Hard, so no Archivist in this list, sadly. But besides that, there's not really anything else I'd say. Like, Benefactor's cute, but it's slow, and RNGesus, I don't trust him. Maybe if he was like a last breath, you get to manifest a random epic from your regions, then he'd be good, but sadly, it's just randomly given to you. We don't really have any discard fodder for Spirit Leech. So yeah, there's just not really too many units we actually want to play here, so we just go heavy on the removal, on the AoE. Maybe Submersible as a 1 of, if you want, as like an extra win con that cycles as well. It's always fun, but yeah, like I said, not that many things we want to play as units. We don't want to play too many expensive units like Submersible anyway. We already have 3 Ladroses and 2 Koreans. That's 5 9-mana units. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck. Very very classic control style deck here. Draw go, if you want to call it that. Removal pile, whatever you want to call it. An archetype I really like. Since we have no card draw, though, we're going to have to be very efficient with each of our cards, trying to get at least a minimum of a 1-for-1, maybe even a 2-for-1 here. Because we don't really have card draw. We have like Time Trick and Static Shock, but that's just card cycling. And hopefully our champions can get us a lot of value. So yeah, with that all said and done, though, let's get into some games really quick. Okay, Ahri Lulu. Not an uncommon deck, I would say. It's a Flame Chompers deck. I'm gonna keep... I'm not sure if I want to keep the Vile Feeds. It's good against Boom Baboon, which is why I think I'll keep it, but I kind of want some of my AoE. I have so much AoE, though, so I don't think I need a hard mulligan for AoE, but yeah. This is pretty good. Caitlyn's nice here. Little afraid if they have the Ahri... Not Ahri, but the Lulu Flame Chompers. Ahri Flame Chompers would be annoying, too. That would have been nice to have drawn maybe a turn later, in fact. So I could kill a Ahri. Sorry, a Lulu. I can kill an Ahri, I guess, if they play it, but they wouldn't. Never mind. Shows what I know. Alright, that's pretty good for me. This deck is very champion-oriented. What they're trying to do is they're basically just trying to get a nice Flame Chomper turn here. This is okay. We'll play the Caitlyn here. They can't play Suit Up. I should be a little afraid of Suit Up here. Yeah, that's fine. I could even trade here. I don't think I'll trade. I think I'll just attack in here. But yeah, this is looking good for me. We're going to just attack in here, probably play Pharaoh's Financier afterwards. Maybe Mystic Shots. They have a second one, so I probably won't. Another Ruination's interesting, but I'll take a Dawning Shadow. I have decent AoE. I don't think I need the Dawning Shadow. Plus, it gives me an answer to a next turn Lulu. And next turn Lulu is what I'm afraid of. So this whale's looking great. So yeah, I'll just pass here. If they play Lulu, we Dawning Shadow. If they open attack, that's nice. Nice. Good job. Good job, Caitlyn. Whale looks a little bit worse now. That's okay. Everything's fine. And now we're going to do what we want to do with this deck. Just pass and make our opponent just do things. I think I'll just whale here, in all honesty. Like, this seems like a fine whale. I could safety block here, just in case it's like a twin. Yeah, like in case of a twin or a deny, I'm going to safety block here. It's fine if Caitlyn dies. She's done her job, in all honesty. Yeah, twin. I don't care. As long as the baboon dies, that's all I care about. Now, like, I think I'll just summon a Senna next turn. Maybe pass. Let me see what they do here. I'll be very surprised if they start summoning Poros. Maybe they summon a Chomper, but they're running out of cards. Sure. I should be afraid of Senna is what I should do. Hopefully I hit one of the... Nice. That was actually probably better. But yeah, I think I'll just pass here. If they pass, good for me. Okay, no Senna. Maybe they'll hit another of my flash bombs. That makes a Vile Feast a little bit better. Sure, we can play Senna now. And I think I'll just pass. Just keep passing. They don't have that many cards. They don't have Senna coming up. If this is like double... Okay. I'm fine with this. Yeah, I'm all fine with this. Sure. There's nothing I really need to do there. That's great for me. They just got rid of a lot of card advantage just to deal with the Senna. Like, they 3-for-1 themselves. A Mystic Shot, a Get Excited, discarding a Poro, which is only like half a card, to kill a Senna. So, like, let's say 2.5 cards. 2.5 cards to kill a Senna, who gave me a Darkness. It's pretty nice. I think I'll just ping this now. Little worried if they play a Lulu here, but all right, no Lulu. That's nice. We'll just pass. I don't really want to attack in for 2. They'll just trade here. There's still one Flash Bomb in the deck that might actually win us the game. All right. Kind of annoying. They could have Deny, but I still like this. If they don't have Deny, they don't get an attack. And the only way they're winning this game is with Burn, I feel. So yeah, they don't even have an attack now. I mean, they could have technically pull in my Financier and attack in for 1, but that's not that great. 5 cards. We'll summon a Financier here. Another Ruination. I don't need the AoE. I'm good on AoE. The life gain, though... I think I'll take the Piercing Darkness out because I care about the life gain, but it's a big removal that's not an AoE, so I can use it to kill a Senna, a Lulu, or an Ahri. Because we're kind of struggling if they play one of those cards. Like, we have what? Aftershock? Alright, that's fine. Not attacking in. Still, I don't want to, like, remove the Flash Bomb targets, in other words. And there's our win con. Pretty much right on time. That's fine. That's a yikes. That's a big yikes. I think I'll do like this. Yeah, I think I'll do it like this. I'll go to full health, and this way I can kill one of the Chompers with my Financiers. I'm taking a lot here, though. Like, this is a lot of damage I'm taking. Kind of surprised they're playing Hatchling. Hatchling is, it's not that weird. Wait, I messed this up, didn't I? Yeah, I did mess this up. I forgot, you know what? Let's do this. Let's keep our Spider around. Yeah. Yeah, I want to keep the Spider around. I'll just do this. But yeah, that was a misplay a bit right there. I don't know what I was thinking. Why did I why I pinged this. I mean, it's still correct, I think. I had to ping something else with my ping damage, drain. I had to drain something else with my Withering Mist. But yeah, this is fine. They only have 2 cards left anyway that I don't know about, so I'm not worried here or anything. And I have a lot of life gain. I'm gonna just do this now because I don't want to waste... I would burn 2 mana if I pass here, and this is a good enough darkness target. Removing all their challengers, it's nice. Everything here dies to that 1 flash bomb left in their hand, so we win. Yeah, just more things to die to flash bomb. All right, flash bomb, please. I'm annoyed I'm not drawing it. I think I'm just gonna play the Financier. There's no need to go fast, so I'm just gonna play the Financier, and I could take the True Shot Barrage. But I think I want... I feel like I'm addicted to Hextech Anomaly and its RNG, but... Is the True Shot Barrage better? I think it is. I don't know. I have Aftershock to deal 3 and Piercing. It's either True Shot Barrage or Hextech Anomaly. I'm not considering the Shock Blast at all. You know what? Let's have fun. It's more if it's the fun pick. Well, that's a card. Sure. Free turn again. I could be attacking with my Spiderling in all honesty. I wish I hit a Daring Portal here, but whatever. Okay. I was not expecting another one of those. That's a problem. That's a very big problem. Kind of surprised they didn't summon the Poro then. Maybe I should play around this guy playing multiple Windfarers. So here's where, like, Aftershock kind of sucks. I wish I could play Aftershock and Mist this turn. So I could Withering Mist here and do this, is what I'm thinking. Oh, good lord. I might have to Vengeance that. So we're definitely blocking that. We'll block that. So if I Vengeance, I'm basically healing 4. It's good enough. But yeah, I don't want to go down to 3. I think going down to 3 would lose me the game. They would just get excited in my face then. But yeah, this is getting dangerous. I need to draw a whale or something. If I can draw a whale, I win the game. This shot's nice. So we're going to just start going in and sending these guys in. I don't care about this trading off. Mystic Shot helps a lot, though. I'm just waiting for them to play like an Ahri or a Lulu. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. I'm going to use a Mystic Shot here to try to bait out protection spells. Fine. I just want the drain. I don't want to drain a Poro because they could, like, Mystic Shot a Poro or something in response. So yeah, this is a little sad. Not sad, but a little scary. Drawing the Ladroses is a little annoying. Hopefully they're not playing 3 hatchlings. Am I dead if they play a 3rd hatchling? Okay, cool. And we've controlled them enough. We can now just play Ladros. Ladros can attack in by himself and just win the game. GG? GG! Well, this is a matchup I think I'm favored in. Scouts? I'm gonna need a lot of my early removal and AoE. Not Whale, though. I want Box. Like, Box is the AoE I want. We got one. Alright, so our hand's fine. Would feel a little bit more confident if I had, like, a Caitlyn or a Mystic Shot, but double Box is super good. We got a Financier on, too, so we're fine. Sure, I can't do anything about that. We're just gonna kill you with a Withering Mist eventually. But yeah, we're fine, we're fine. As long as they don't have, like, too much scary stuff. I could just bank the mana here, and I will. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna pass. Thankfully they didn't high roll too hard. We're just gonna play this. Just play the Financier to trade with their 2-1. Piercing Darkness is pretty solid in this matchup. So is Unlicensed Innovation, but they go wide. Piercing Darkness at least kills Genevieve, I guess. I'm not going to offer this into a 2-1. So yeah, if they play Misfortune here, we just box and win the game. Maybe. I doubt they would play a Misfortune here, though. If anything, maybe they just play Bright Steel Protector and attack. That's what I'm expecting. A Fleet Feather, sure. Into a Bright Steel? Yep. So this is an interesting turn. I think I'm just gonna box to kill those two, but then I have to deal with all of this still, so it's gonna be a weird turn. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna box this. It's getting rid of 5. I can Static Shock to get rid of 4 instead, but draw a card. Yeah, I kind of like that now. In fact, a little bit better because Static Shock's kind of bad in this matchup because of Ranger's Resolve. And I don't care about this thing. I'd rather just slow their damage down. We're just going to pass here. Hold up box for Misfortune. Mystic Shot's great. I can actually maybe develop a Financier here with that. But yeah, we're fine. Okay, that's not Misfortune. We're okay to develop this. Yeah, we're okay to develop this. True Shot Barrage. Defensive Harrowing is not a terrible idea, even though it'll only really bring back Financiers at the moment. So I'll take True Shot Barrage. I can also cast it next turn. So here's the problem. If they cast this next turn, I'm just dead, I think. Like, I can Mystic Shot this, chump that, and that's what? +6, 9, 10. That's 10 damage. I'll go to 4. Okay, I'd be fine if they do that. It's not that bad if they do that. Can I do anything else? I'd have 5 mana left over. I could develop a Caitlyn. Or more likely develop Senna. Yeah, okay, we're fine if they cast that. That's not a terrible time. So let's see what you got, opponent. I really, really want to develop this Senna, too. So I can get some fast spells going. Or turn these slow spells into fast spells. A fast speed, Piercing Darkness, or something would just win games. So I could just Piercing Darkness that. So do I want to play around Sharp Sight is what I'm asking myself here. And I think I will. I think I will play around Sharp Sight. I could do this. Like, this is kind of cute, too. The problem is if I play True Shot Barrage 3, 2, 1 on that, I lose to Ranger's Resolve. I think I'm just going to do this. Just get rid of Misfortune. Get a nice kill here. Get a lot of health. My 2-2 trades for their 2-1. That's whatever. I don't care. Valor? Okay. So this is going to be a lot of damage here. Scout attack, and then 3, 6, 9 damage coming through. That's fine. It's only bringing me down to 10. I can take it. I don't know why they're... Oh, okay. They don't want a scout attack. Okay, sure. That makes sense. This way they get to save Valor, save the scout unit. Okay, yeah, that's actually even better. So yeah, I'm a little worried here. I'll have 7 mana. I need to bank 2 mana if I need Ruination next turn, and I think I will. So if I play Senna, that's all I'm doing this turn, and I think I'll just do it anyway. If they rally, they can't do much else besides rally. They could play, like, Misfortune Rally, but that's not that great. Like, Misfortune Rally, I would just Mystic Shot Valor. I don't know. Genevieve. Okay, so this fast speed Ruination is going to be what we do. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to attack in because then they'll call my bluff and block with a Sergeant. Fast speed Ruination wins games. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this fast speed, they're going to concede. They're going to concede right now. I am very sorry, opponent. They could pass here. Yeah. I mean, sure, they get a scout attack. That's cute, but for 2 mana, they're not doing much after this Ruination. They can play like a Mirai Warden, maybe 2 Fleet Feathers. But after that, they're not doing much. It's like, oh wow, not even a scout attack. Sure, just gonna try and kill me right now. No problem. And they surrender. Boom. Maybe not? Maybe they think they can stop this? Or maybe they think they can still win after this? Or maybe they're mad. Am I about to get roped here? Oh, let's... No, okay. They're just... They're like, oh, great, I lost the fast speed Ruination. Fuck my life. Mirai Warden. I mean, there is a couple of hits for Mirai Warden to do a lot of damage here. Mirai Warden Shadow Fiend is 6 damage. Not bad. Mirai Warden hitting... Wow, nothing. Do they have another... You have a Cytheria or another Genevieve or something? I'm just going to play Caitlyn. I think Caitlyn's pretty good here. I might just ping that. Okay. I am very fine with that. We will just do this. This is kind of a waste of the drain. I'm not going to get the life here because of barrier, but it's... I'd rather use it over, say, a Mystic Shot. Could Mystic Shot that. I'd rather just bank my mana in all honesty. But yeah, I'm not losing this game. I really don't think I can lose here. Even if they play like Cytheria, I'm not afraid. Grizzled Ranger. That's fine. We'll just block with Spiderling if they attack in and with a scout attack here. Yeah, there's not much really we have to be afraid of. And with that being casted, that changes things. I could Mystic Shot. Yeah, I'll Mystic Shot it. And then I could Aftershock this, take 3, chump once, box to clear this. Yeah, okay, I like that play. Sure, this is fine. And we probably just play Ladros next turn. Like Ladros and then attack. Doesn't matter what they top deck. There's no one card that's great here for them with what is in my hand. Kind of wish I had a Flash Bomb there, but whatever. And GG. Fast Speed Ruination's pretty good, huh? Right, guys? Wow, no GG? Mirai Warden. Well, we're just gonna... There's no way they go for the value block. Yep. So I could just kill something now with a darkness. But I'm going to have 4 flash bombs here. Yeah, there's no need to. We win. There's really no out. Like, sure, Withering Wail stops the... Or Withering... Ranger's Resolve stops my Wail, but it's so... It's so my game. I can't throw. Or I could throw, but I can't. I'd have to basically have my power get shut off right now to throw this game. I mean... I guess I'll just play this at slow speed. Good game. Like... Here you go. I don't know why my opponent's still here. I could just play like Darkness and then I have True Shot Barrage, but this is... We have lethal here anyway. We can just Mystic True Shot anyway. But yeah, I could have just gone for lethal there, but there's no need to like play around it. Yeah, like I could have Mysticked and then for Genevieve, I don't know, like Gotcha Darkness. And yep, GG. Good game, opponent. Fun deck. Fun deck so far.
Another criminal caught, another case closed.
So I think I'm gonna lose. This matchup, not really a matchup I'm prepared for, but we have Aftershock, and like I was saying during the deck tech, I think I'm actually going to throw away Caitlyn. Like, Ruination's game winning here, so I'm going to look for Pharaoh's Finance here, but like I was saying during the deck tech, Aftershock's really nice against these landmark decks that, while they're not too popular, you see them every now and again, and one of the reasons why you don't see them too often is Homecoming. Homecoming just resetting Star Springs count. It's just so bad for the Star Springs player. All right, and we win. One of the weaknesses of Tahm Raka is they don't really have game against Ruination. I'm just going to play the Financier here. There's no need to even just pass. Okay. Glorious Evolution, on the other hand, though. So Glorious Evolution is for fun. Ruination is if I just want to win the game. And I kind of want to win this game. I want to go 3 for 3 today. Yep, Soraka's whatever. Like, I'm never going to block. There's no need to block here. If they play Tahm, like on-curve Tahm, I'm a little scared. Codger's not a problem. Yeah, I'm just going to pass here. A little annoying right now, but eh. I'm going to try to kill the Star Shepherd. The Star Shepherd is the most annoying part of their board right now. If this is like a Pale Cascade, I think I'm fine with that. I'll just respond with Gotcha here. I just really want to kill this before they can Guiding Touch it or something. So yeah, the good news is this is not much damage on the board. The bad news is we're drawing a lot of 9-mana stuff. Now, granted, I did choose the Pharaoh's Financier Ruination, but what else was I going to choose? Glorious Evolution? Eh. Man, I really wish I had a box up right now. But yeah, this is a good example of what I'm talking about with box being a very skill-testing card. Just going to pass. Don't really want to ever give them a Star Springs heal turn. Tahm. That's fine. I'm probably just going to Ruination here, and they'll just concede. So yeah, I probably just win the game now, in fact. Just block as much as I can. Ruination. Sure, they could Bastion a Tahm or something, but I'm not too afraid of that. So yeah, just block as much damage as I can.
I hate traffic.
I'm gonna go take 5 here. It's fine. Taking the damage is not terrible. Wow, and I even baited out a Guiding Touch, too. Just to, you know, get more of their mana out of their hand. But yeah, like, we're fine. Like, sure, as I said, Bastion's annoying. We'll use the one that's not from the Financier. Bastion's annoying, but they're only saving, what, a Tahm? Saving Tahm or a Soraka is not scary. Yep, and there goes your board, and they'll never expect the second Ruination. Star Springs, you don't have anything that's hurt, so I don't care about it. Yep, sure, whatever. I'm just going to pass here. Like, I'm just going to open up this turn with a pass. I could maybe Aftershock, but wow, they took a free turn too. Very good for me. Vengeance is great. Yep. Like, I can't lose, I think. I'm just going to play Senna. I don't think it's a good play, but I like it. Okay, they're just passing again. Sure. And I'll just Ladros. Is this game? This deck kind of struggles to beat a Ladros. Like, how are you going to answer Ladros? Path of Discovery does nothing. Maybe, well, that was on the left side. That was a top deck. Maybe they were hoping they could Path of Discovery a catalog. That's fine. Still can't block my Ladros. If they just pass here, I'm not even attacking. Yeah, like, I'm not even going to attack here. Like, I don't care about the 9 damage from Ladros. It doesn't matter. I'm a control deck. I can just sit back and let my deck do its job. Tahm, whatever. We'll just play Caitlyn now. Playing all these units might be a mistake because it is making our I'm gonna Vengeance Raka. Yeah, I'm gonna Vengeance Raka right now. Sure. Tahm's not a problem. In fact, Tahm is kind of, yeah, Bastion, whatever. I'm just going to play Static Shock here. Force out, like, healing on this, but Tahm's actually kind of nice because I can use Tahm to sort of protect my own units from Ruination, but there we go. GG anyway. Ruination too good.
I must say, a satisfactory outcome.
Okay, welcome back to the deck, everyone. So 3 games, 3 wins. Gotta get that nice 3-0 win rate. Always fun to get that in a video. So we played against 3 decks of varying, how to put it, varying meta viability, I'd say, but all 3 of them were, in my opinion, somewhat viable in the meta. We went against Ahri Lulu, pretty decent in the meta. Scouts, one of, like, probably in the top 4 for best decks in the meta. And then we went against Tahm Raka, and Tahm Raka is not a great deck in the meta for a lot of reasons, but you still see it occasionally. And the reason it's not good is because of Homecoming, really. And we just got to bully them even harder. We never even casted our Static Shock, I think, that game against a Tahm Raka player. We just had it. We just never needed it. Ruination just crushed them. But yeah, we got to see in those games what our game plan is. Just sit back, let our opponent do things, capitalize on them committing more and more units to the board, either through like boxes, whales, or ruinations. Maybe playing some stuff for the field like a financier or a Senna. But yeah, we got to see like what we're trying to do. Just remove things, stem the bleeding from all their beatdown, take some damage and then heal it back up. And then once we got the game to a slow enough point, a stabilized point that we like, drop a Ladros, and our opponents probably just can't answer that. But yeah, like this deck is a very, very powerful deck against the right decks. In the right matchups, this deck looks unbeatable. The problem, in my opinion, is there are just some matchups where this deck has no game plan or just no chance to win, and that is like other Shadow Isles decks, so like Field of Rush. Darkness is kind of annoying because Darkness has Mini-Morph for Ladros. Field of Rush is annoying because they can Field of Rush and get their win con online before you can get your win con of Ladros out there. In those kind of matchups, I'd say Financier finding Atrocity is your game plan, so you can do like Atrocity Ladros. But yeah, against like a lot of the other decks, like the mid-range decks, the tempo decks, aggro decks, whatever, this deck looks crazy good. So as long as you can dodge control decks, Shadow Isles control decks, this deck is great. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked the deck. I'd love to hear your opinion on it. Maybe you think there's too much AoE, but I feel like those games demonstrated why we play so much AoE, because it lets us just sit back and pass priority and play like a very, very controlling game plan. But maybe you have some ideas of things to be cut and added into this deck. I'd love to hear your ideas down below. And if you guys just enjoyed the video in general, I would love it if you could leave a like or a comment down below. Always helps me out and always helps out the channel. And if you guys want to keep up with the Legends of Runeterra content, you can always go and subscribe to the channel as well. Also, if you want to watch me play some Legends of Runeterra, you can go and check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zenaton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all again once more for watching this video, and until I see you guys in the next one, bye?